Hello, Sheridan with the Curly Hair here, and this is the second step of the wash day series, which is shampoo. Now, this is something I have not attempted to DIY yet because I feel like it's a very important step in the wash day process. And if you jack this up, everything else that follows suit is also going to be jacked up. So I am not confident enough to create my own cleansing cocktail. Now, I got moisturizing down all day, but cleansing is something that's very important, and you need to make sure that you get it right. So I'm gonna put my trust in the product brands and things that create the shampoos and all of that. But what this video will help you do is determine what's the best shampoo for you. Alright, I have a question. Do you look at the back label of products that you buy? I was actually in the grocery store a couple days ago, and I noticed I was looking for shampoo as I was grocery shopping, so I figured, well, maybe I can kill two birds on one stone. But I noticed that all of the shampoos that I was looking at were made of the same ingredients. Like, literally, they just slapped a different label or different product name on the bottle and just changed the color of it. And I ended up not getting anything from there because I felt like it wasn't beneficial to me. But they were basically made up of the same ingredients, and I was kind of shocked. And now the beauty supply store does have a little bit more options than regular retail in the grocery store. But I think sulfate falls mainly into two categories, and those are shampoos that contain sulfates and shampoos that don't. Now, I know that some naturals are terrified of that word and that ingredient, sulfate. And honestly, I blame marketing because I remember just not too long ago it was a big thing. Like, everyone was on this wave of don't use sulfate, no sulfate. Like, you know, the product brands were putting a big sticker on their shampoos like does not contain sulfate, and so I understand why some people are afraid of it. But the thing with sulfate is it's very good at cleansing and really getting the dirt and grime off of your hair. And you can find sulfate in a lot of cleansing products as well, but it is very effective at its job. And so it really strips those natural oils and removes the dirt and grime from your hair. And so if you don't know quite how to moisturize properly after that, then it can take a turn for the worse. Your hair will be a lot drier because it doesn't have those natural oils anymore. Now, I personally love sulfate. I purposely get shampoos that contain sulfate because I have low porosity hair and I have very fine hair strands, and that is a double whammy for buildup. Like, because fine hair strands are already very thin, so I have to monitor and be careful with how much product that I'm putting into my hair because it can be too much. It can really weigh her down. And then I have low porosity hair, which means that it's harder for the product to actually get into the cuticles to keep it moisturized. So I have all of that going on. It's very likely that I'm going to have buildup. And so I need a shampoo that's going to strip everything out of there. It needs to really get in there and get all of that product out of my hair. And because I'm confident with how I moisturize it, I'm fine with it stripping. You know, it may strip a little bit more than it needs to, but I know how to moisturize my hair to get it back to where it needs to be. And that's just what has been working for me. But I know that some naturals, what works for me doesn't always work for everyone else. You may be completely different. You may have high porosity hair. You may have thick and coarse hair, which really needs to hold on to every ounce of moisture that she can get, because, you know, high porosity hair is very porous, so water and product can, you know, go straight through it. And so sulfate won't help at all. It will make it even rougher because when I use my shampoo, I noticed that if I run my hand through my hair right when I finish shampooing, it feels kind of rubbery. And so you know, that can take a turn for the worse depending on the type of natural that you are. So if you are like me, you know, the best thing for you to do, even if you're not like me, the best thing for you to do is test it out. Figure it out for yourself. Try a shampoo that contains sulfate. Try one that does not contain sulfate. And then you make your best judgment on if it did its job well enough for you. I'm going to show you what I've been using lately. I've been using Pantene. And this is a Pantene Sheer Volume. I don't know if this is part of their curly hair line, but I purposely got it because I looked at the back label and I saw that it contained sulfate, and I knew that that's what I prefer in order to clean my hair the way that I want to. And I really do like this shampoo. I most of the time you won't find me buying the same products again and again. I'm not one of those customers that's real loyal to one brand. I don't even remember the last shampoo that I used, honestly, but every time I go to stock up on more hair products, I usually get something different. But I actually really like this, and I may just get this again because it's really been working for me. And so that's what you need to determine for yourself, what works the best for you, you know. So like I said, test one with sulfate, test one without sulfate, and then you make your best judgment. Now, I will test more shampoos in the future, definitely. If you have any suggestions that you would like me to try, let me know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe. Hey, I know I look a little crazy right now, but I just woke up and I forgot to tell you that I've created worksheets to go along with these videos. And so whenever you found the cocktail that works the best for you, write it in this worksheet so you don't forget. Because I create so many worksheets. I create so many cocktails, I sometimes cannot keep up with myself. And so I write them down so I remember which ones I really, really liked. So I create them for you so you can do the same. So don't forget to do that. It will be right under this video. There'll be a link for you to click and download that worksheet. All right, that's it.